Right, so in today's video, we are going to be talking about a situation that has been happening for as long as the internet has been around, basically, and that is bad merch. And more specifically, for this situation, we're talking about a TikToker who has released supposed bad merch. I guess that's a matter of opinion. And then someone who is calling out the supposed bad merch. And it's resulted in a bunch of response videos, a lot of people giving their opinions, and I thought, you know what, let's have a little talk about it. So to add some context to this situation, there are two main people you need to be aware of. The first one being LilyBChapman, a TikToker with 860,000 followers, and the other TikToker being verifiedbluecheckmarc, or Mark, as he's called, a TikTok of 122,000 followers. Now, looking at Lily's account, it seems like she does videos about fashion. There's also some videos with, like, her child in here, and kind of just, like, your standard TikTok videos, right? Fashion, unboxing stuff, that's what it seems like to me, at least. And on Mark's page, it seems like a lot of his videos is calling out, like, fake products. I mean, he literally has a playlist here of 66 videos calling out fake products, from what I can tell, which does kind of make sense why when he would see someone releasing something he doesn't think is good, he would probably call it out. But before we get any further with the video, I do just want to tell you about today's sponsor, Aura. Just this year, there has been a number of high-profile data breaches, like Dell, for example, who suffered a data breach that exposed over 3.9 million customer records, including personal information. AT&T, they've also disclosed two data breaches, one that affected around 2.5 million customers, and another one that affected around 9 million customers. But the most alarming of them all has to be that a few months ago, National Public Data announced that they had a major breach where over 2.9 billion records used for background checks, including information like names, addresses, phone numbers, and even social security numbers, were compromised and released online for free. So it goes without saying, your online safety is incredibly important. Now, thankfully, today's sponsor Aura monitors your personal data, like your social security numbers, through the dark web and on public records, and will alert you if there's potential identity theft. They also provide up to $5 million in identity theft insurance in case of the worst case scenario. But that's not all, because Aura also offers plenty of other features like a VPN, a data broker opt-out to stop companies from selling your information, and a password manager to help create and store strong passwords, and this is just a few of the many features included with Aura. So if you want to protect yourself or a family member, you can go to www.aura.com/markie and try it for 2 weeks for free, and that's enough time for Aura to tell you if your personal data is exposed. So thanks to Aura for sponsoring today's video, and without further ado, let's get back into it. And it all started a few days ago when Lily uploaded a video talking about some new samples that she got for her next merch drop.
If you are a person who has big opinions, and if you follow me, you probably are, please stay here for a moment and give them to me, okay? Because I just got the samples for my next merch drop, and we sampled quite a few things, but I don't want to put all of it into production. I only want to produce things that people are really excited about, and I'm really excitable, so I'm excited about all of them. All that to say, tell me which jewelry you like. So first off, I wear these pearl earrings all the time, and my followers love them, and they always ask where I got them, but the brand that I got them from doesn't make them anymore. So I was like, we should just make our own.
Okay, so straight away, as you just heard, Lily saying that she has these pearl necklaces that are no longer being sold, so she's made her own. And this is kind of like a theme throughout this video. She is making merch based on stuff that she has previously worn, which already you can see the criticism in that, right? There would be like a lack of originality. You're just kind of remaking stuff that you've already worn. There's people saying like, why wouldn't you just link the stuff that you wore in the previous videos? Why did you have to make your own version of it? And then as we'll later see, there's a lot of accusations based on the fact that maybe, allegedly, these products weren't even made for Lily in the first place, and they are just from these like wholesale websites like AliExpress, Alibaba, so on. But a very key detail here is Lily saying that this item is no longer being sold, and that's why she's making her own, which I guess fair enough. That kind of gets debunked later on as well. But either way, Lily goes on to show some other products like these like bow earrings as well.
Okay, and then the second thing we did is these bow earrings. Yeah, I fucking love that. Okay, I'm a big fan of that as well. So these are the first two options. I love a statement necklace, but I just don't know. It doesn't feel like something I would actually wear all the time. I tend to wear much more delicate necklaces like this one. Now I'm asking for opinions, but if you have mean opinions on this, actually don't tell me, because I really think I want to do these rings. They're sterling silver and then 14 karat gold plated. I love how they look stacked together. I love mixing metals, but I also like them just one on each finger. They're inspired by this really chunky ring that I have that I got on a trip to Portugal, and it's just a more subtle version of that.
But yeah, you get the point, right? She's showing these products that she's potentially going to launch for merch. The only reason I'm showing like every product is because obviously it comes up later. She then goes on to show this necklace that she's potentially going to release, and she has like a backstory behind it as well of why she made this necklace.
Last but not least, when my dad was in Germany, and okay, in all fairness, my parents are divorced now, but when they were in high school and my dad was in Germany, at least I think this is the story, I don't know, my mom will watch this video and correct me, but he got her this heart bracelet that had gold hearts on it, and I thought it would be cool to make a necklace version of that because my mom actually gave me that bracelet and I did break it. I'm not gonna lie, Mom. So we made a necklace version and it's gold and then some of the hearts are red, and we could also do it in silver. I mean, I think that's really fucking cute and I love a pop of red. As they're all my ideas, I like everything. So I need to know what you guys actually think is cool and what you would be interested in owning. Also, this is gonna be my last ever merch drop. I have an announcement coming. So let me know what jewelry you think I should do.
Okay, so that's the video, right? At first glance, seems pretty harmless. She's showing some merch that's just releasing. She says it's her own ideas. She has like this nice backstory behind one of the pieces and so on, right? But this is where Mark comes into it and starts giving his thoughts on this video. And he actually starts his video by showing that Lily was asking for opinions, to which he then does give his opinions, and compares it to HRH Collection, which is a situation we spoke about a while ago. Basically, a YouTuber releasing merch that you can just find on AliExpress.
You are a person who has big opinions, and if you follow me, you probably are. Please stay here for a moment and give them to me, okay? Because I just got the samples for my next merch drop.
I might not follow you, but I definitely do have some large opinions. And in short, my only opinion on this sample haul is do everything in your power to not end up like this. Create your own shit.
As they're all my ideas, I like everything.
I guess there's a big difference between someone's idea and someone's design. Because if you put these out with your name on it, not only have they already been done as a dupe of a dupe of a dupe, but it's going to be very hard to argue what makes yours any different than the $2 ones from AliExpress, besides having your name on them.
Yeah, this has really been something that YouTubers and TikTokers do for a long time. I feel like YouTubers, for the most part, kind of stopped doing it because of other big situations that happened where people kind of exposed it. But I feel like with these newer TikTokers coming up, it's kind of recycling that thought process that YouTubers had at some point, you know? Maybe I'm just talking shit, right? Maybe this means absolutely nothing. And it all just depends on the person rather than the platform. But it seems like a lot of TikTokers are releasing merch recently that is from AliExpress, so it looks very similar to something that is from AliExpress. But yeah, I mean, these bow earrings do look identical, and they're $2. This is very Kenza Cosmetics, if anyone remembers that situation. But there's also this one that I originally thought was from Zara, and I was like, oh, maybe AliExpress is making fakes for Zara, but it's actually Zaria. Is that just a fake Zara? I mean, it looks like the same font and everything. But interestingly, Mark then takes a look at this necklace that had the backstory of her parents and this bracelet that her dad gave her mum or something along them lines. There was this nice, lovely backstory behind it. And then he shows that that also looks like one that's from AliExpress.
You could paint the most beautiful story of a piece of jewelry you had as a child and lost and have always wanted it back again. And instead of it being a bracelet, you turned it into a necklace. And instead of being all gold, you did gold and red hearts. It's 2024. Google Lens got your shit clocked.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's fair to say that looks identical to me, and it's $4. Maybe there's a difference. Maybe there's an extra couple hearts or something, but it's very similar. Now, on top of the video we just watched, Mark then released a separate video showing that the earrings that Lily showed at the beginning, where she's saying this brand had them and she loved them, but they no longer sell them, so now she's making her own. He then shows that that's not true. So yeah, as you can see by this, the earrings are still being sold as of this video being released for $25. So I don't know why she said they're no longer selling them. It seems like a weird thing to lie about because it's so easily proven. Maybe she just assumed they'd stop selling them for whatever reason. Right, so I'm actually recording this voiceover the day after I record the video you're watching right now. And I think it's important to mention that I've just found a TikTok that shows that all the pieces of jewelry that Lily showed have now been found on AliExpress. And when I was recording this video, only a few had been shown on AliExpress. So it's not much of a coincidence anymore. So yeah, like I said, I feel like it's important to mention that in this video. And now this is where Lily makes a video reply to Mark, where she first of all starts off by making a joke about Alibaba, and then says that some guy has accused her of dropshipping.
Hey guys, I'm going to Alibaba. Do you need anything? But in all seriousness, it must be a slow week on the internet because some man made a video saying I'm dropshipping, and now I'm getting a lot of comments saying I'm dropshipping.
Now, I do think an important thing to note here is that Mark never even mentioned the word dropshipping, so I'm not sure where she got that from. He basically said that the items that Lily is showing in her videos that she's planning to release for merch are clearly items that have either been strongly inspired by items already on AliExpress, or they might even be them, but he didn't specifically go out of his way to be like, you are definitely dropshipping. But yeah, Lily carries on by explaining what dropshipping is, and then explains why what she does is different.
Dropshipping would be if I went onto AliExpress, bought 1,000 pairs of earrings, put my name on them, and sold them to you. That's not what I do. The way I do my merch drops, which I've always been very transparent about, is I work with a company who then works with producers. So I send this company my ideas, mood boards, examples, things that I like. They come back with samples. We either approve, deny, or change them, and then I sell those. The ideas that I send them are often based on jewelry pieces I already own because that's the jewelry you guys asked me about.
I know, but doesn't that just seem like very unoriginal, you know? Like, wouldn't you want to make your own stuff? And if people are asking you about stuff that you're wearing, just link it, maybe. Do like an affiliate link, which is something that Mark actually says in his video. You can do an affiliate link, so you'll still make money from it. But either way, you can just still link the items without having to make your own that look exactly the same. But either way, Lily carries on by talking about the necklace and the earrings.
So for example, I sent them pictures of me wearing pearl earrings, but the ones that I have are copper. So I send them to them and I'm like, hey, my followers love these pearl earrings. Can we make them, but can we make them in higher quality metals? I also showed you a star necklace that I don't like because this is the mood board I sent them. And I told them I'd like a version that's like a thin angular star. It's red and dangles so that it can be stacked. And instead they sent back this sample, which is not at all what I was looking for and very clearly just an image from the mood board. This is an example of how when you're working with multiple middlemen, things can get lost in translation.
Yeah, I think also, like, when people usually do stuff like this with merch companies, they don't usually just send merch boards, you know, they'll be like a sketch with measurements and specific like materials and whatnot. But yeah, look, I think one possibility here is that maybe Lily is being fucked over by whatever company this is and they are just sending already made products from AliExpress because, again, they do look very similar and maybe claiming that these are unique pieces and Lily's getting them and she's like, oh my god, yeah, I really like that, so we might sell it. Or, of course, I guess the other two options would be that Lily is just selling stuff from AliExpress, like, knowingly. Or, on the other hand, she really is making stuff from scratch that just so happens to look very similar to stuff that's on AliExpress. I feel like they're the main three possibilities, right? So I would love to know your opinions in the comments.
You can absolutely say that there's things on the market that look like what I create. These designs are things that I already wear, fine-tuned to be my exact taste.
Okay, so basically what you're saying here is that she has this ring that she liked, and she made it thinner for comfort, 14 karat gold painting, available somewhere other than an airport in Portugal. So that's her reasoning behind it. So even though the products may look very similar to other stuff, she's made them better, I guess? I guess that's what you're saying.
And no, I didn't invent heart necklaces, but I also never claimed I did.
Yeah, I feel like that's a bit of a dishonest response, especially considering she didn't mention Mark's name in the video. So people who haven't seen Mark's video can only base what he said off what Lily is saying here. So the way she's kind of wording this is making it seem as if Mark accused her of creating a heart necklace when there's already heart necklaces out there. Which of course isn't true. It's not just the fact it's a heart necklace, it's the fact that it looks almost identical to another necklace. And that in itself probably wouldn't be enough of an accusation to be like, you definitely got it from AliExpress. But the fact that there is other items in the small amount of items that you showed that are, or seemingly are from AliExpress that were already made, it does kind of strengthen that point.
If you're actually concerned that I'm drop shipping, I'm not. I work with a producer, we create them from scratch, and that's what I sell. Also, I can make a lot more money if I did drop ship, but I don't.
Okay, so that's a response video, right? Just working with this merch company that's working with this producer that's making these items for, and they are original items that may look similar to other products. And by original items, I mean she says that they made them from scratch. That is literally what she said word for word. And looking at the comment section of this video, it seems like everyone is just questioning this producer that she mentioned. There's this comment here saying, I fear your producer is reaching out to the usual big Chinese manufacturers who then might often just send you something they already have versus actually make to your specs. Yeah, so that is what I just said earlier in the video, right? It does seem like to me that there is a possibility that Lily does think these items are being made from scratch and this producer, whoever this is just sending her stuff that is already made because it does look like that from the stuff that is on AliExpress. Hence why when she sent this mood board that she said she wanted this like red star and they just sent her like a normal star, that could be the reason why they didn't have a red star already made and like, fuck it, we'll just send you this one we already have. But look, there's obviously no way that I could say for 100% fact what has happened in this situation. There's obviously the possibility that a lot of people seem to believe that she does know that these are designs from AliExpress, but benefit of the doubt, right? She might not. Now, Mark has actually released a response video to this response video where he starts off by saying that she took no accountability.
Hey guys, I'm going to Alibaba. Do you need anything?
Personally, I'm good. But may I suggest you check to see if they got any accountability in, as it seems you keep on missing out on it for yourself.
And then he responds to the fact that Lily said he accused her of dropshipping.
We're going to need you to go up to the board and point out every single timestamp of accusations I made of you dropshipping. I really don't appreciate the slander, but I guess you found a loophole by just addressing me by a man instead of by name. Do you only direct clapbacks to people of color?
Yeah, look, right, so judging by the comments, it seems like there has been some drama with Lily in the past that I'm just so unaware of, because in Mark's original video, people were saying, it's LilyBChapman, are you surprised? And now obviously he's mentioning this, so I don't know what's happened here, but clearly there has been some previous stuff. Now, at this point in the video, Mark goes on to show that Lily was the person who did ask for people's opinions, and then he says that his opinion is comparing it to HRH Collection.
My one and only big opinion was to not do this. This account behind me is not dedicated to expose HRH Collection as a dropshipper, but rather expose HRH Collection for where their pieces are sourced. Only difference is seen from this to what you showed in your bubble wrap sample mailer is that HRH Collection sometimes actually links two of those sourced pieces together. Now we know you aren't as naive as this whole merch pipeline middleman storyline was made out to be. Fortunately, we can't say the same for your organic followers. If anyone thinks sending mood boards and Pinterest photos and not even a simple sketch.
Yeah, so this was a bit that was confusing to me as well, like sending like the mood boards. That's not really usually how it goes. Even though I'm not exactly the most knowledgeable person in this, right? But you send sketches, like measurements and materials, and really make it clear exactly what you want. And also, in Lily's video, if she really did think she was getting these unique pieces and then Mark showed, oh, by the way, these are literally on AliExpress, if she wasn't aware that they were already on AliExpress, pretty much identical to what she is now promoting, you would think that she would mention it in the original video, right? And be like, oh shit, I didn't know that there was almost identical pieces already on AliExpress. So maybe she was aware of it. Again, we can't say for 100% fact, right? But it's something to bear in mind.
I work with a producer, we create them from scratch, and that's what I sell.
From scratch. All of those samples from scratch. If anyone is naive to believe that, maybe they deserve to be robbed by an angel number. Why not just link your favorite existing pieces to one of the hundreds of others available on the internet and make commission that way? Is it because these low-price items don't meet the cash grab goals you are looking for? And yeah, maybe you can't link the same exact ones you purchased, but it's almost like posting a thrifted sweater and then posting a LTK link to a Madewell sweater that's very similar and making commission off that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And lastly, the constant repeating of this being your last drop really devalues the whole thing, no? To me it reads, yeah, buy it. We got bigger and better things coming with my name all over it, which at this point we are all very excited to see.
Yeah, so I think it's fair to say, Mark isn't exactly impressed with Lily's response video. He did also show that these earrings are maybe on Amazon. I guess them maybe look a little bit different because they're a bit going over the ear. I don't know, something very similar is on Amazon for $9 apparently. These obviously being the earrings that apparently were no longer being sold by a company, but they are. And of course, he mentioned a big question that I think everyone who probably saw Lily's video was thinking, like, why are you making stuff that's similar to stuff you've already worn? Because people are asking about it, why not just link the product? Because that's kind of like the most obvious thing to do, right? But either way, this is how Mark then ends the video.
For the record, I have reached out to Lily/Elizabeth multiple times since she posted this. And after she blocked me from what I assumed was due to unwanted comments she was too uncomfortable to address.
Okay, so Mark was blocked apparently after leaving this comment that says, aren't people still waiting to hear who won her giveaways and when they received their prizes? Okay, there's some accusations of fake giveaways here. Or when she sent the funds she raised for a family of war. Transparent. Okay, so some accusations that she raised some funds for a family of war and didn't mention when that got donated. Again, there's a lot of stuff that I'm not like too familiar with, so I'm not 100% sure what's happened in these situations. But clearly there is a lot of opinions based on some of Lily's alleged past actions. And that is kind of where we're at right now. This video was just uploaded yesterday. There hasn't been a response since. Should we actually see if she's uploaded a video since? Okay, so looking at Lily's page, she has uploaded 2 videos since Mark's last upload, and it's not responding to Mark's video, so maybe she won't, maybe she will, who knows what's going to happen. I would love to know your opinions in the comment section down below on everything that we spoke about in today's video, and I'm going to leave it there. So if you did enjoy, please do leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new, and until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.